Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, this sort of tutorial walkthrough let's play for complete beginners. Look at the people using the bus. This is fantastic. People using the red bus, people bustling around, people going to school. Lots of people going to school right now. People living their lives. And the truth is people are happy. People are happy in our city and that's great. That is great. Yes, we have some people using this tunnel off-ramp here into the residential section, which is awesome as well. Really cool. It's always nice to just chill out, take a second, and just kind of see what the Sims are up to. I'm gonna need another cemetery here soon, I think. Nice wind turbines in the back, the industrial smokestacks. What a view. What a view. We could get up here during their breaks and check out the industry. Booming in our town. It's really booming. It's like, it's cool because everything just looks... Oh, this is almost like the first little conga line of cars that we've ever seen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we getting like official... Are we getting traffic officially? Nah, they just had to make a delivery. Sometimes when the Sims have to make a delivery, you know, they're gonna clog up the roads. It's just the way that it is. But this is all flowing. I mean, nothing's backed up, and it's all kind of sorting itself out, right? It doesn't require us to come do anything special. It's just a little delivery was being made there, and people just have to wait. But everybody's happy. In fact, we could check on happiness maybe. 88% happiness for the residential, 93 for the industrial. That's fantastic. And 75 for the commercial. And the commercial is probably just not happy because they just want more educated workers. Well, we are working on that. In fact, we could go here and check on elementary school. We have capacity, more capacity than we have eligible. No issues there. And we have more capacity than we have eligible for high school. We do technically have eligible people for university, but we haven't unlocked the university yet. That being said, the university is, of course, a very expensive building. In a small city like this, isn't typically going to have a university, so we might not build one right away. We're not quite getting these to level 2 because they want more services. They want some more services. We will definitely be working on that here. I think it is time that we get these to level 2. So I believe we've given them parks. We've given them a good amount of fire, but they always want more. I think the police station will make them happy, but technically I don't think they need it. I think where we're going to go with this is we're going to give them health. We're going to give them health. We can fit a cemetery in here. The only thing I'm noticing here is because of this road system here. Because these are one ways and it's forcing people sort of out of town. Oh, I just realized something. I think we do need to come in here. Gonna destroy some of the buildings, unfortunately. I think we do need to do a system like this. Allow them to kind of get back if they need to get back here. Otherwise, these people, if they need to do local deliveries, we were kind of sending them all the way around the world, which not ideal. And we are also forcing a lot of people to come this way, up this road, instead of giving them the option to do it here. I think will be a nice change for them. Now, what I'm wondering is we could actually even have this going the other direction. So what if we tried to build the graveyard now? We wanted to put it here. Now the vehicles are going to be able to pretty much get everywhere. So this is good. That's good. Everybody gets happy. Good, good. And then we'll want health. Okay. So industry should be leveling up at this point. between both of those. Yep, we got them leveling. So we're getting level 2 industry for the first time, which we can check and see how is this going to change the worker distribution, the education required to work in this building. The ice cube factory is now leveling up. Is it still going to be an ice cube factory, or let's wait and see. Still an ice cube factory. So we still have, we're actually overeducated. We're overeducated still. But we need a lot less uneducated. It used to be 16 uneducated, right? In fact, we could just support more workers. That's actually kind of cool. It used to be, I think, what, 16 or 18? Or just upgraded? A lot of these places leveling up. A lot of these places leveling up. Good, good. The road system that we've created, though, how insanely crazy is this, though? If they need to get to here, they just go here and they wrap around and then they're out. No big deal. I think we do want this connection over here, though, like we were talking about, because I don't think we want these people... We don't want them cutting through here, turning right there and going down there. We'd rather them be encouraged to go this way so they can connect with this. The only thing that I'm noticing here is connecting in is going to be a little... We might have to rebuild some of these roads. We might want this one to actually pop up and attack this one from a tunnel underneath. We might actually want this one to be a tunnel. Let's pause the game so that we don't create a huge traffic issue while we work on this. Again, page down to make the tunnel, or to sort of lower the elevation of the road. And then now we're gonna have to see, will it let us do this? Not quite. Oh, it doesn't like that because it needs room to untunnel, right? We will figure this out. Okay, I think we have it here. Potentially. Yes, got it. Okay. That's working there. In fact, we could honestly... We could have this tunneling much sooner. I don't know if that'll clean up the aesthetics a little bit or not. That's a nice angle. That's a nice angle. This is a sharp angle here, but they'll figure it out. If the game lets you build it, then the AI will figure it out. Little crazy of a system there. Can we actually make this a little bit... What do we do here? Ooh, not bad. Not bad. That's not bad. Of course, we need to flip it the other way, though. Let's hook into that. Again, having these angles a little sharper here are going to allow the vehicles to go much faster. The other thing that I'm noticing is we should probably make this... This now has 3 ons. That should be 3. In fact, we could optimize a lot of this. But I think that'll be fine. But we could actually sort of make it so instead of this road becoming a 3-lane road, we could have this road just continuing on and this just being an on. So we could optimize this a bit if there's an issue. But again, let's just wait till there's an issue. Let's try to be, you know, thoughtful about how we place our roads now. And then when there's an issue, we'll optimize it. We'll go back and solve the problem. It's funny because we haven't really had any traffic issues. 94% still, and this hopefully will help a bit too. Preemptively help the industrial zone. Yep, we got people already using this. We still have people that are probably going to use this system. So it's not like we've, you know, it's not like we've made this not have a purpose, because people that come from this area here should be inclined to use this instead of this. Although, to prove that that's the case, we should see some trucks turning off here. Okay, good. Good. So some AI decided that this was still an optimal route for them, and we got AI that, of course, deciding that this is an optimal route for some of them as well. So, splitting up the AI. Lots of residential demand. Very exciting. Very exciting, because we are trying to get to that 5,500 pop. 5,500 pop is what we're going for. Lots of residential demand all of a sudden, which I'm always happy to see residential demand. Commercial demand sometimes gets frustrating because it causes traffic, and it's silly how much commercial sometimes you need. It seems like late game you almost need to build more shops than houses, which is crazy. Which is actually crazy. Lots of good residential there. And if we do need more commercial, we can just fill in these areas here, but we need more workers. We need more workers. I'm glad that it's not complaining about industrial, though, because we did just upgrade a lot of these to level 2. And, ooh, in fact, some of these are already like working towards level 3, but it's definitely going to say we can't really have, building needs to be covered by more services, but we really can't have level 3 buildings out here until we get more college graduates. Because the level 3 buildings do require a lot of college graduates. Level 2 is good, though. We do want to push all of these to level 2. Just educate. We need to educate more people for some of these ones that haven't already leveled up. We are getting worker issues here, and again, that's partly because we have a lot of residential demand. We just have a lot of jobs that aren't being worked. A lot of jobs that aren't being worked. Still doing fine on the high school demand. We want to build another high school eventually, but don't need to right now. We could actually we could add some more public transportation, the new area. In fact, we definitely want something. Oh yeah, for sure. We'll want something that connects in with this commercial zone, for sure. Let's say, well, this will be fantastic. It'll be a fantastic little loop. So last time we did a bunch of stuff that sort of gathered people up, and then we had like a route that took them around the commercial, right? They get on one bus, then they get on the other bus. But here, maybe we'll actually just do a couple stops in the commercial section that sort of goes around and just picks people up from different areas. Maybe it's a lot of buses on that route. Maybe we avoid that road right there. We don't want to overcrowd the roads with buses. That's a big issue. I'm just wondering now. I don't know if that's going to get used as much. There's a couple really good stops here, but this stop right here and this stop, I don't know if it's going to get used as much, but we'll see. We'll see. I suspect this one will get well used if we just leave it like that. So let's go in and go back to our view, lines overview here, and adjust the colors here. We haven't used yet. Go. Now we can go to the public transportation map mode. We didn't pick the colors that are super easy to see, but we can see them. We're here. Ooh, level 2. We're actually getting our commercial to level up. Hooray. Hooray. I think we've already done that in here, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Very nice. Very nice. One of the things is I bet we're neglecting over here is parks, for sure. We need more parks. What other parks can we... Now, I tend to build a lot of Just these kind of parks here. I don't tend to build... Where's the big giant one? This one? It's just too large, but you know what? It's going to look good there. Let's build a nice big park for all these people here. That'll be great. And go to the plazas. Maybe we could put a plaza in here. Go to other parks. We have this nice basketball court. Now, I can't remember. This might actually be a free download. Can't remember how we got this one. Or this actually might be from the Deluxe Edition or something. I don't know, but a park is just a park. I want to say this was free. In case you don't have it, that might be the explanation there. Lots of parks, lots of happiness. Oh, we're getting garbage piling up. Uh-oh, okay. Garbage is becoming a bit of an issue. Also getting electricity issues. Wow, we are just using so much electricity now. Building more of these. We could try to make this, you know, prettier in the future when we get a better plan as to where we want our power. For now, we're just kind of plopping this stuff down. I realize it's not ideal aesthetically, but at least it's over in the industrial section. It actually doesn't look too bad from here, you know, just kind of seeing it in the background. But so garbage. We are, well, we still have trucks that could be out and about. So I'm not sure if we actually need another landfill. But this thing is 80% full. So we actually do need to get another one of these going here. Pollute our water a bit, isn't it? I mean, the water's already polluted over here anyways. There we go. I don't think we need these power lines anymore because we've built these buildings and now it's all sort of just connected on its own. Still need these ones though. Need those. There is a way to kind of get rid of these power lines. We can actually use parks, just a little tip here. We can actually, if we could build a park here, build one here, we can kind of use parks to hop over, right? Hop over these freeway areas, but we're not, we could do it down here. In fact, actually, we built this park here. Parks are cheap, so we might as well try. Yes, we get a connection. Haha, look at that. So we can get rid of these ugly, incredibly ugly power lines, actually. And we actually have a little connection here. So do we have any more power lines in the entire city now? Only right here. Which we could actually fix too if we just wanted to move these like down like this. There we go. So we can see how the power lines are a temporary hassle, essentially, in this game. Eventually you will not need them, or you'll use them specifically just to get, like, we want to power over here, we'd just be like, okay, let's build a new section of the city over here, and we could send power that way. But for the most part, power lines are something you use just temporary, and then you get rid of them when you don't want them anymore. I mean, you could potentially make it power lines in such a way that it looks really like you could try to do it in a realistic way, like you could have power maybe just running along the freeway or something, you know, just that like as a prop. But right now we don't actually need power lines to connect up the power in our city, because all these little buildings are propagating the power themselves, connecting it all together. via invisible underground wiring. Are all these getting filled in? Not quite. I mean, they are slowly but surely, but we don't need to zone more. Although I'll probably just zone a little bit more just for keep up to speed on that. Now we do need more commercial here. We can just fill this in. We have all this room here. I think it would be fun to kind of fill in this circle with commercial. I think we're going to save this little section here for a different kind of zoning that we haven't unlocked yet. But we will be unlocking it soon. I like playing on speed 1. It's just kind of relaxing. You can kind of just micromanage things and keep up, keep up to date with things, not let things slip by. But this might be a situation where we could easily just go to speed 2. There'd be nothing wrong with that. 94% traffic flow still. One thing that we could actually do is we have unlocked bigger roads. So we could actually come into here and make these... It's kind of annoying in the base game. Of course, there's mods for everything, and I'm hoping I will eventually make a playthrough with mods that will be more of just kind of a let's play, but also like, this kind of commentary, right? So people can follow what I'm thinking about here. But what we can do is we can actually come in and make these much larger roads. But right now, without mods, it goes from a 2-way, 1-way, to a 6-lane, 1-way, which is insane. Right? Like, this would actually... Like, this road literally won't even fit in these areas without... We'd have to, like, reconfigure a lot of this stuff to even fit these roads down, and we would smash our zoning a bit and stuff like that. It just wouldn't be great. Wouldn't be great. But eventually, we will actually have to do that, I suspect. Because traffic will become such a big deal that we'll have to do that. But what I'm seeing over here now... Uh-oh, do we not give them water? I'm just trying to think here. We have a way to get on. We don't have a way to get off here for this commercial sector. We might want to just do that in the short term. Now, eventually, this is going to be a freeway that continues onward, right? Oh, you know what we could do? We could do it off of this. The game will let us. The game has a thing with angles. It only likes very specific kinds of angles. Like, it'd be nice to be able to build it right here, right? That would be ideal. And without mods, we can't. That's actually going to be okay too. That's very simple. This isn't the prettiest thing in the world, but this will allow people to come through here to get off here to make deliveries to this section now. The other cool thing is delivery trucks can actually come up this way and connect into this commercial zone as well. And then for them to get out, they just kind of have to come back and go up here. And we can still continue the freeway itself this way. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So it will just hop right over that intersection like nothing's happened. We are going to have to rebuild this, though. Squeeze that in. Let's do that now. Because eventually, we do want this to continue onwards. The only thing that's going to change here probably is just it's going to have a slight angle to it, which is a good thing, actually. A little bit of a kink there, but we got to live with it, and that'll be fine. More commercial, huh? Getting a large wave of commercial demand here. We're still growing. Really hoping to get to 5,500 people here. Might not get it this episode. We'll see. It's not growing very fast. We have plenty of places to grow, so it's not an issue there. commercial demand is just insane. Now, one thing that we could do maybe is try to get these to level 2. Oh, they're already level 2. Nice. Very nice. Let's double check the education here, because I suspect eventually... No, we're doing fine. We're doing just fine on education. Just fine. It just takes time. It just takes time to get people through the system. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Or since we've unlocked this tile up here, we can actually zoom around up here and see all our new area. More fertile ground here. What other natural resources do we have? Ore up here, actually. If we continue to go upwards, we can actually do ore. So ultimately, we'll be able to buy 9 of these tiles, right? There's actually space. Like, the game is designed in a 5x5, right? So there's one over here, and there's either going to be one more above here or one more down here. Actually, if we flip around, we might be able to figure out which is which. No, I don't know. I don't know which way it's going to expand one more. So it's a 5x5, right? But we can only buy 9 tiles. But either way, if we built these 9 tiles here, that's a pretty large city. I mean, we haven't even used more than just our original tile yet. Literally, we haven't even used more than our original tile, and that's even with some water here. And we haven't even unlocked the high density, which is what comes at 5,500. So high density means that we could fit more populace in a smaller area by building larger buildings. So we're waiting to unlock that here. Just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on, marveling at our city here. So 9 tiles is pretty large, pretty dang large, and definitely significantly larger than whatever SimCity gives us. SimCity, oddly enough, is basically you get to build in a single tile, right? But of course, like all things, with mods, you can actually unlock all 25 tiles, make a huge city. In fact, there's actually a mod now that you can actually unlock even more tiles than 25. It goes all the way up to 81. So because the actual true size of the map, if you go out to the exact borders, is a 9x9. So the size of it's literally limitless, especially if you're playing on computer. This is all sort of based if you're playing on computer, right? Playing on console, it's just going to be the 9 squares, I think. I don't think console's limited to less than 9 squares. I think you guys can go up to 9 squares too. 9 squares is huge. 25 is massive. And 81 is just insane. It's just literally insane. Unfortunately, we're just not growing at an insane rate here because I don't know why. I don't know why. Is it because we just need more commercial to fuel more industry, to fuel more residential demand? I'm not sure. Let's go back to our thing here and kind of get an eyeball as to where the districts end here and fill in accordingly. I guess the other map mode to look at is just the pollution map mode, right? Because that's what we're kind of doing. We're kind of lining this up such that it doesn't touch the... Ooh, we're getting a little bit of pollution here. It's probably coming from the landfill mostly. We're going to get some here. I mean, that's fine. I really don't think that the farms are actually affected by that. Well, who am I kidding? They kind of are, aren't they? But I think they still produce... They're not going to complain about pollution, at least. I don't think. I'm not sure. I usually do try to separate them a bit more. But this actually looks okay. It's unfortunate that we're creating a nice smog over here, but it's the way of it. You got to have some industry. But the thing is, you could do all clean industry. You could do it that way. The only problem with these industries is, one, they do not level up, which is unfortunate. So they're always just going to be like this. And in this case, they only want uneducated workers. So if you start to educate your populace, and these areas literally only want uneducated workers, they start to complain because no one wants to... Literally, the Sims don't want to work here if they're overqualified. They literally don't want to work here, so they stop working here. And then these areas complain that they don't get enough workers, and it's just a huge disaster. So you do need the tertiary industry to actually level up to get those higher paying jobs, higher education based jobs into your economy. But one of the ways that we're really going to service the educated people is actually going to be with the offices, which we unlock at high density residential. Or sorry, with the high density stuff. So that's at 5,500. We're so close. So close there. What is this complaining about? Not enough customers. Not enough customers, eh? So why do we have commercial demand if we have a place that's actually complaining about not enough commercials or customers? Do we really need more commercial game? Do we really need more commercial? Why is no one visiting this shop? Maybe this is your own problem here. No one else is complaining about not enough customers. Only you. We are growing. It's kind of taking its sweet time here, but we only need to get 250 more pop. One way we're going to get these is just by, like, again, as people get educated, buildings will level up. As the buildings level up, there's more room for more families. Not very realistic, because these are still just single houses that are holding multiple families, but that is just how it goes. As these level up, we will be able to have a higher capacity for residents, not just by zoning new areas, by leveling up these buildings. So if we look here and we just kind of check this out, the green residence, that's a nice little house actually. Pool and such. Educate. It's all about the educate. But we're educating as many people that are willing to be educated. So, click on here. Yeah, we have everyone that's eligible is at school. Music's getting a little obnoxious here. We could try to set up another bus line that maybe services over into this section here. A lot of buses are going to be using this road, it looks like. Having a stop here, though, I think could be good. If it'll let me. Having a stop right there is good, because we're next to a lot of different stops here, so they can transfer, right? But let's just do this. Let's just do that and see if people start using that. Now, again, this on its own is going to have a lot of buses assigned to it, because it is such a large route. So let's go in and actually reduce that a little bit before things get too crazy. Let's keep it at 5. We'll see if people start using that or not. Okay, we have a lot of residential demand now. So let's take advantage of it. Something's just happened. Everybody wants to move in now. We're so close to getting to that magic number. But at this point, you know what? I think we are going to... Wow, lots of cars here. A little conga line going here. We're starting to get some traffic, potentially. I mean, the game isn't really recognizing it as traffic, and it's really not like backups, right? But we are starting to get some traffic. So thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out, watching the episode. I will see you guys on the next one, where we will definitely be getting 5,500 population, looking at all the awesome stuff that we unlock at that very special milestone. So thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you guys later.